We also got what I like to consider the most important reveals for me, right? New game reveals, new character reveals, new features. Love the rollback and the crossplay, and the new online fighting game tournament series. I love all that stuff, right? But what I love the most, you guys know me, is a nice old arcade stick. Love me some arcade. Got too many behind us. We're not worried about any of them this year, but I do want to talk about the arcade sticks that got revealed for this next coming generation. The PS5 and Xbox Series X generation? Xbox Series generation, right? Because there's the X and X, right? Let's take a looky-loo. Oh, on widescreen. Let's take a looky-loo. So Victrix has decided to grace us with new generation Victrix Pro. The Victrix Pro FS12. I'm not sure what the FS12. Oh, 12 buttons. The FS12 and arcade fight stick. So this is a refresh of the original Victrix Pro, which is like a gunmetal gray styled arcade stick on the PS4, right? PS4 PC arcade stick. This is just a revised version for the PS5. Looks nice. Probably that same, aluminum, all heavy feel, 10 pounds. Got the latches on the top still for the shoulder straps. Great, right? And then you can quick access, open the bottom, still sawable parts with the detachable lever. Nothing new, right? But then on the other side, we have the Victrix Pro FS12, which is the hitbox layout. We even got the small buttons, right? It's not the big button layout, it's the small layout. This is awesome. This is sick. This is a commercial hitbox that's not a hitbox. We rarely see those now. The only problem I have with the Victrix Pro, no matter how great they are, they're by PDP, which is a very respected brand, right? They're $400. You can go check the pre-orders right now. I guess we'll pull up the pre-orders, right? We'll pull up the pre-orders. And for the pre-orders, if I'm not mistaken, they are all... Oh, can you just let me pre-order? They're all $400. Every edition, right? So they have the purple and they have the white version of the all buttons, and they have the white and the purple version of the stick layout, right? It's got the Victrix layout and it's got a stick. Both $400. So, I mean, if you want a really high quality arcade stick, I've never owned one, but I've seen the Victrix and I've used the Victrix and they're fucking awesome. I don't know if I'd pay $400 for one myself. This is a great arcade stick, right? If you're like cool with the Victrix layout, which I'm not really. If you're cool with the Victrix layout, it's got the detachable cable, opens up, got LEDs, addressable LEDs, as a matter of fact, addressable RGB, and a headphone jack. This stick's got everything. It's got everything. I can't complain about it. Just the wrong layout for me personally, but well that we got it. Then Qanba has shown that they have two new sticks. We already know that the Hori Fighting Stick Alpha, which was out for Xbox last year, is now out for PS5. Pardon me, let me put that back. Didn't know if you guys could hear me. It's now out for the PS5, right? It's not what the base configuration of the stick looks like. It's got, a plexi, almost like a new style TE2 Tournament Edition 2. Same price tag as Tournament Edition 2 as well, $200. These sitting at $400, double the price, even more than a dragon. Even more than a Qanba Dragon. That's crazy. Qanba announced two new sticks, or should I say, two refreshes of sticks. And let's get into the big boy first. Let's turn off the music. The music's kind of whack. I'm gonna be real, but it's part of the experience of looking at the arcade stick, right? I think music for both of these is whack. I think the music for all their arcade stick reveals are kind of lame. Hold on, go back. How do you go back? What did I miss? I didn't read that bottom piece. No, I didn't read the bottom piece. No, I'm trying to read that. Hold on. Right storage, USB tops, left storage, USB cable. So it's not detachable, maybe? I just had to read that again. I wasn't sure if I read that right. It's not showing the cable. It's not showing the cable, so I'm not sure. But this is the Qanba Obsidian too. This looks nothing like the original Obsidian at all, right? We don't have the aluminum sides, unfortunately. It's still got the same Victrix layout. So this is the Obsidian 2, not the Pearl 2. Better placement for that options button, or start button, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I remember the original Obsidian. It was very weird because the LED, it was the LED button, then the start button, then the R3 button. So it was in the middle of like an entire like Star Trek Enterprise styled control panel, right? Like, the side of this stick. Now imagine that just one of these randomly is your start button. Just one of them randomly. That's kind of how it was. Because there was also an LED button. The LED button was the first button, and then it was the start button, and then it was the R3, L3 share touchpad or whatever. I think it was just share. There was no touchpad. There's too many buttons, and it was very hard to find the one that was the most important, which is the start button. That's pretty important, especially in like training mode and stuff like that. Hey, what's good, Loki? How you doing, man? This stick is a very interesting refresh, but unfortunately it looks really, really, really basic. Like, I'm not super hype over the Obsidian 2, but I am cool with Qanba making new sticks this generation. Keep pumping out great sticks. Hopefully, hopefully the next stick they reveal is the Pearl 2. I might, if I see a Pearl 2 and this cable ends up being detachable, because it says left storage is the USB cable. So I don't know if this compartment comes off, the cable's in there, you pull the cable out. What is this, a fight stick? Yeah, this is a fight stick. The Qanba Obsidian 2. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm looking at the reveals from EVO, bro. Looking at the reveals from EVO. Anyways, yeah, we're looking at fight sticks. So we looked at the other one earlier. You weren't here, Loki. We're getting these two. They're $400 sticks. These are mad fucking expensive. $400 sticks, but these are like the highest quality arcade sticks you can get if you don't care about having the Victrix layout. If you like the Victrix layout, if you're cool with the Victrix layout, open up like a TE2, but from the back. They've got the clamps on the top for the shoulder straps, wrapping up the cable. It's got a detachable USB-C to USB. These sticks are one of the only sticks that I haven't owned that if I didn't hate the Victrix layout, I would fucking own. Right, $400 though, real price. You got the USB cable. I mean, got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. It's got everything. Sticks remind me of anime figures. You buy one, it's all downhill from that. I know people who only have like one or two sticks, right? They have like one for each generation. Perfect example is WD. He has a stick for the PS2, stick for the PS3, stick for the PS4, and a hitbox. He doesn't have 9 arcade sticks like I do behind me, right? You don't have to. You down for a DNF dual tourney on Thursday? No, I don't really play in online tournaments. I also have one for the 360. So he doesn't have like and Sega Saturn. He doesn't have a crazy amount per console, right? Like all of my sticks are PS3, PS4, PC, and I have like 2 Xbox sticks. Like, not everyone ends up like me. Don't be like me. I'm crazy, okay? That was the Qanba Obsidian 2. We also have the Drone 2, which I think is actually way cooler, so I kind of want to look at this. This kind of piques my interest. I might get one next year, or I might get one if I ever end up getting a PS5. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to get a PS5, and I really hope that consoles don't move to PS5. I hope consoles move to Steam Decks and laptops. That'd be way better. But let's take a look. I thought about picking up a fight stick. If you're more interested in fighting games after playing on a fight stick, because I bring my sticks to locals, then yeah, I recommend getting a fight stick. I would say if you're not getting something of the current generation and you're a PC player, get something smaller, right? Don't get like one of these big sticks like the Hori Fighting Edge that's like $300 on Amazon. Don't do that. Unless, like I said, you're a PC player. If you're a PS4 player and you're going to get a PS5 soon, I maybe wait for a PS5 stick. Now, look at this one. This one is a little more interesting to me. I'm already a bigger fan of this one. Let's go back to the very end of that. I'm already a bigger fan of this one. Let me show you guys. I already love the drone. I am a big fan of the drone. I have very few complaints about the drone. The drone is a Victrix stick, so that's already complaint number one. But let's just get that out of the way, right? Because a lot of people aren't so sensitive to arcade stick layouts. They're totally cool with the Velux, they're totally cool with Noir, it's cool with the American style 6 straight or 8 straight, or that weird fucking curved layout where it goes up. They're cool with all those weird layouts. Me, I'm different. I'm built different. I love the Noir layout, and I try to play on my main sticks. Both have the Noir layout. So that's what I try to use. I can use the Velux layout every now and then, but I don't prefer it, right? They've simplified the control panel at the top. Right, this control panel only has PS3, PS4. It doesn't have a PC mode. You have to use PS3 mode for this on the PC for it to properly work. It has the lock switch. Also over there, it has the lock switch. It has the start button and the PS home button on a different side on the picture over here. Right, when it's in the middle right here, and the options button is on this side right here. I wish I could show you guys. It's to the far left, far right next to the lock button. And the start button or the home button is in the middle. They moved those on this new one, and they added a touchpad and a headphone jack. This thing, nowhere does it have a fucking headphone jack. Literally nowhere. Doesn't have a headphone jack, doesn't have a touchpad. Right? This was like a $70 arcade stick brand new when it came out. And I think for the price, it was pretty reasonable. It came with Qanba parts as well, but it was their very sub-quality Qanba parts. I don't know what these Qanba B30 30mm buttons are. Zero clue. They're not their gravities, but they do have their gravity Omron lever, which I kind of wanted to get eventually. Anyway, I do want to get that the gravity lever, but I want the Omron lever. I think this one does come with the Omron lever. Let me take a look again. I don't want the cherry lever because there's 2 versions of it. Yeah. So this is the Qanba OV7 Omron, not the CV7 cherry switch joystick, right? They made 2 versions of this exact same joystick. I've been meaning to pick this joystick up. It uses the same switches as their flagship buttons, the Qanba gravities. So I'm hoping that that joystick is real nice. Yeah, the big thing is that this is an upgrade. Thank you for the reset, wonderful deluxe. Oh no. Very funny. Good one. Yeah, it's got the full control panel, right? It's got a turbo, which I don't know why we really need that anymore. It's got the start button over here, right? To the far left, it's got the start button. Then it's got the PS home button, L3, turbo. I don't know what the fuck this button is. I think this is share or create, whatever it's called on the PS5. Mute for the headphones, and then R3 all the way on the other side. I guess that's kind of cool that L3 and R3 are on opposite ends, and one is on the left, one is on the right, so you don't get them confused. Pretty neat. And then it's got the slider switches, because of course we need those, right? We need the slider switches, PS4, PS5, and PC, with left stick, right stick. This actually doesn't have left stick, right stick, DP, like directional pad controls. This only counts as one. I don't know if it counts as the left stick or if it counts as the D-pad. I haven't checked, but it only has one choice. And I guess that could be a hindrance in certain games where you need to, move around your character in Tekken while you're putting new fancy clothes on them and whatnot. Same with Soul Calibur. You need to move the camera around so you can see if the pants you put on your favorite Tekken waifu made her butt look bigger. You can't really do that with a stick that doesn't have that. What? I'm not stupid. That's not going to work on me because the person who won DNF Duel was actually Masoma. GC Yoshi got third. That's not going to work on me, Captain Tank. Yeah, I didn't say it. Yeah, GC Yoshi got third, and then it's got the touchpad. You can commit, but it didn't work because no one said the word. Hard punish for committing, right? Hard punish. Yeah, the Drone 2 seems a lot more interesting. I think if there's any arcade stick that someone should pick up in the next generation that's going to be coming out soon, that'll probably be like low cost, because I'm assuming the Obsidian 2 is going to be $200 to $250, right? This Qanba Qanba Drone 2 is probably going to be in the ballpark of like anywhere between like $80 to $120. And I say that because the original one was $70, but it didn't have a touchpad, it didn't have a headphone jack, and it didn't have some of the features that are on this arcade stick. I'm assuming the price tag is not going to be no $70. It's going to be a little more. I'm assuming somewhere between $80 and $120. And at that price point, this is a steal. This is a dope little stick. I actually really like the way you manage the cable. I try never to use it, but you manage the cable by, you see that little front piece on the stick? Let me pull it back. See the little wrist rest? Under that wrist rest, there's actually a hole. And that's where you put the cable. the cable. It's actually pretty convenient. And if it works the same way as the original drone, then it'll actually be able to use those clamps that I have on my drone already. So I might end up buying a third carbon and giving it away to get a third set of clamps for that drone too. But I won't be picking that up this year. I just wanted to look at the. Your cat keeps meowing and it makes me think it's my cat. The mix-up, yeah. Remy's real noisy. She's actually in the background on the AC, trying to look out the window right now. She does that. She's like, I want to be outside. And then when I let her go outside, she gets scared and runs back inside. So, you know, cats are a mixed bag. Basically, I just wanted to look at these new arcade sticks that got revealed at EVO because they're part of the reveals, right? And I think a lot of people were so focused on like the games and the characters and the features and the story and all that stuff of all the things that